Alright, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another beer from Hop Butcher for the World, and they are out of Chicago, Illinois, and this is their Lord Galactopus. So this is a Mosaic and Galaxy hopped double IPA that comes in at 8% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed. Time of review. This can is just over 3 weeks old. I want to give a huge thanks and shout out once again to Hop Butcher for this beer. So big thanks to them. In the description box, I'll post a link to the beer mail unboxing video I did that contains all the goodies they sent my way, and they sent me 12 different beverages, 6 of which were unique, 5 of those beers. The other one was a hop water, and this was the creme de la creme of the box, aka the crown jewel, because I have seen a lot of my friends check this in on tap and absolutely love it. Plus, this is a mashup of their Lord Octopus, which is a Mosaic hopped double IPA, and their Galaxy Bowl, which is a Galaxy hopped double IPA. So they kind of just mashed them together, and this is what we got. So they got tasting notes on the back, which I have not read. We'll hopefully read them at the end of the review if I remember, but 8%, I think Galaxy Bowl and Lord Octopus are 7.5, pretty sure. So a little bit bigger, but I'm looking forward to this one. I hope it's just as delicious as I think it's going to be based on, again, all my friends checking in and seemingly enjoying it quite a bit. So we're going to give it a pour here into the big glass here. This is like the fishbowl glass. I like this quite a bit. Do something like that. I'm not going to pour it all in. Pour the rest in at the end. But really looking forward to this one. Now, some Hop Butcher beers recently have kind of poured out this darker kind of honey orange color. It doesn't look oxidized in person. On camera, it might seem a little bit darker, but it's not. In person, it just has a darker look to it. Some of their beers lately have had this little bit darker look. Almost 2 fingers of a super just frothy, beautiful looking head. It's like off-white, maybe like a, I'd say like an eggshell white, but it looks creamy, it looks soap sudsy, but it looks like it's going to have some good glass lacing. Just looks absolutely fantastic. And then you take in consideration we got it in the hashtag proper glassware, and guess what? Looks awesome. Yeah, let's get a nose. Oh. It smells to me like the Galaxy is the big player here. Juicy, fresh, over-ripened pineapple, 100%. This reminds me of old school Galaxy, like Galaxy from, 7-8 years ago, where if I had a Galaxy hopped, IPA, double IPA, triple IPA, it was, again, like crushed pineapple, like Dole crushed pineapple in beer form. That's what this smells like. It's just super. They might say bright pineapple on the back of this. That's what I would do, or juicy pineapple or bright I'd say bright or juicy. Trying to think what they've said. I think they've said bright pineapple, because they have like their tasting notes. They have some specific ones like old school like dank berry or pleasant dank. I'm gonna say bright pineapple is what I'm gonna go with. There is a little bit of that like dank berry thing from the Mosaic. Yeah, it's like I've been getting blueberry a lot, but this is more like a nondescript red berry. But there's this nice like coating of like dankness. There's some citrus here, but I'm getting more like Motu Weka vibes, like a lemon lime kind of zestiness. Yeah, like lemon, a little bit of lime, maybe a touch of like a grapefruit. It does smell like it might have a little bit of hot burn. There is that slight astringent kind of like, and when I smell it, when I smell a beer that ends up having hot burn, like usually about 75% of the time, it's noticeable in the nose, and it is here. It just has that like, holy shit, we hopped the shit out of this beer. Like it's gonna be intense on the palate. It smells fucking delightful. So juicy, overripened pineapple, 100%. Dank berry, I'm gonna say more of like a raspberry or like a nondescript red berry, not blueberry. And then there's a lemon lime thing here, reminding me Motu Weka, but again, you could throw like grapefruit, maybe a little bit of orange. Smells like it has a little bit of hot burn. The dankness is very pungent as well. I want to get into it. Cheers, everybody. Thanks again to Hop Butcher. It's fucking delicious. Absolutely delicious. When it comes to like Untapped or even like Old School Beer Advocate and whatnot, I always say, you don't know how you're going to feel about a beer until you drink it yourself. And that is the honest to God truth. Like, there's a lot of beer tubers from yesteryear, a lot of Untapped friends that I trust their palate. However, we're still going to disagree on some beers. Probably 80%, maybe 90% of the time, I'm going to agree on a beer, which means 8 or 9 times out of 10, I'm going to agree with them. But that means one or 2 beers out of 10, I'm going to say, hey, I'm a little, maybe I'm vastly different than you, maybe just slightly. But when I saw a lot of people check this in and be like, this is fucking awesome, I'm thinking to myself, it has to be good, right? Yep, and it is. The body on this for 8%, this is like a triple IPA. I reviewed their triple Presto Change Ale. It's not quite as big as that beer. That was 10.5. But if you told me this was 10%, I'd be like, all right, yeah, for sure. 8%, like it's full bodied. It's not over the top, but it's definitely bigger than you would think for an 8% double IPA. The mouthfeel is fucking fantastic as well. Mild to moderately carbonated, but soft, smooth, creamy. It's a Hop Butcher mouthfeel. I don't know how many beers I've reviewed from Hop Butcher on the channel. It's probably well over 100 at this point. And most of their double IPAs are fucking perfection when it comes to the mouthfeel. Like I'd say 70 to 80% of them. They just know what they're doing with the bodies and mouthfeels, more specifically the mouthfeel. The taste, the nose carries over, front to back. It's, like I said, I think they're going to say bright pineapple on the back. If not, it's juicy, overripened pineapple. It is dull, crushed pineapple. It is just, it's not candied, but it's like definitely overripened where it's getting to the point where in a day or two you'd have to trash the pineapple. Just has that really sticky, sweet kind of pineapple feel. That zesty lemon lime kind of hits me in the front. It's more lime than lemon. But there's also a little bit of like grapefruit and again orange. So it's like, I'd say like a zesty citrus character. I wouldn't specify lemon lime, but like it's kind of what's hitting me. Again, if I was doing this blind and you said there's Motu Weka in here, I'd be like, yeah, totally. But there's not. It's Mosaic and Galaxy. Maybe it's coming from the Galaxy. It's really nice. Halfway to 2/3 way through the palate, the dankness hits in. And it's a dank, kind of resinous, slightly floral aspect to it. There's a little bit of berry here. It's a nondescript red berry, but it's minute. I don't think they'll say, they might say something on the back as the tasting notes go, but I don't know. I don't think I would. I think, what would I say about this one? My 3 tasting notes would be overripened pineapple, juicy pineapple, pleasant dank, and then zesty lemon lime, or like a zesty pithy lemon, zesty, I don't know. We'll see what they say, but that would be my guesses. The one saving grace about this beer is the finish. It's bone dry to me. Very dry. But there is a little bit of hop burn. So just over 3 weeks old. I think in the next couple weeks, maybe, I'd say by like the 6-week mark, that hop burn will be gone. It's not super stringent. It's not like that super green astringency, but it's a little bit in the back of the throat as I continue to drink this. Starting to build up a little bit. Has a little bit of like a chalky feel to it. Very slight. Very slight. I've never understood when people say chalky, like Joe over at Joe's Arcade. Shout out to him. Fucking awesome beer tuber. Beautiful human being. Just a good dude. But he will say chalky. Like that's why he hasn't hazies for a very long time. He's starting to get back at him like the last 6 months. He would say chalkiness, and I never understood that because I never got like really chalkiness. But I think the chalkiness is the hop burn for me. Like I think that's, I'm trying to put 2 and 2 together. I feel like it is. It has like a little bit of chalkiness on the finish. This is very minute with the chalky kind of hop burn feel. But I think in a couple weeks that will be gone. But that's the one to turn to this beer as we speak. 8%, a little bit of warming chest, nothing on the palate. This is fucking awesome. This is an awesome double IPA. It's one thing with the Hop Butcher beers, they always have shit at the bottom, like the sediment and all the hot matter and all the goodness. When I clean out the cans and rinse them out, always shit at the bottom. And I think that shit just went into my glass. Hopefully I didn't ruin this. No, I didn't. Also, while this beer is sweet, I'm not going to sit here and bullshit you and say it's not sweet. That bone dry finish, very mild bitterness, balances out to some degree. Even that chalky kind of like hot burn really helps balance it out. Because after I take a sip, I'm not sitting here going, oh, that's cloying. Oh man, that's super sweet. Oh, it's just too much. No, but it is pretty sweet the first half of the palate. Like when I take that sip, I'm like, holy shit, this is going to be sweet. No, it balances out to some degree. It leans a little bit sweet, but not over the top. Fucking great beer. Yeah, I mean, I don't remember what I gave Lord Octopus and Galaxy Bowl Octopus, Lord Octopus and Galaxy Bowl. Other than I think I gave them both in like the 4 or 5 range. Could have been a 4, 4, 4, 6, whatever. I don't see any reason to, go outside of that realm. So Lord Galactopus from Hop Butcher, I'm going to give this a straight 4.5 out of 5. It is what it is. This is, I shouldn't be surprised. It's a mashup of 2 beers that I gave in the 4 or 5 range. They put them together. It's fucking great. The one deterrent, a little bit of hot burn, leans a little bit sweet. But, those are kind of in conjunction. But I think at the end of the day, I'm going to drink the rest of this and be very happy I did so because it is quite delicious. From the body, the mouthfeel to the taste, it's a great beer. So, yeah. Tasting notes. Juicy berry. So I thought maybe they'd say dank berry if they said anything berry-wise. But juicy berry, I could see it. I'm saying juicy over-ripened pineapple. So if you just replace that with the berry, I see it. Zesty lime. I did say they would say zesty lime. I said zesty lemon lime, though. I fucked that up. Damn it. Ripe pineapple. Motherfuckers. So, what did I say I would say? I said I would say juicy or over-ripened pineapple. So, ripe pineapple, I'll give that to me. I said zesty lemon lime. They say zesty lime. Juiced berry, I said pleasant dank. So, I guess I lose on that one. 2 out of 3 is not bad. I'm okay with it. Price point availability, I would imagine there's like $16 a 4-pack at the brewery, somewhere in that realm, maybe like $16 to $18. If it makes distro, you're probably looking at $20 to $22 if you see them here in the Western New York area for a 4-pack. I notice Hop Butcher stuff is always like $4 to $6 more for a 4-pack if it makes distro to here in the Western New York area, which I'm fine with. They make fantastic beers. I don't mind paying $5.50 a can when I know it's going to be quality. And price and availability, it's Hop Butcher. They sometimes get on Tavor. They sometimes, get into different states. I remember on their website, I think it's their website, they do have like distro for the states that they distro to and like what distribution company kind of handles their stuff. So if you want to know more about Hop Butcher's distro, go to their website. But again, they sometimes get on Tavor, and obviously you can go to the Chicagoland area and go to their brewery and locally and stuff, and you'll have them. Gotta get at Benny's. But yeah, Benny's will have them and a whole bunch of other places. Luckily, Hop Butcher's nice enough to send stuff out to some beer tubers occasionally, and I can't thank Jeremiah and Hop Butcher crew enough for the past 4+ years of them supporting my channel specifically. It's been awesome, and I still pick up their stuff locally when I see a drop of it. Case in point, the last 2 beers that I reviewed prior to this were beers I picked up myself locally at Brewed and Bottled and Loose in New York. So I think it's pretty awesome that they're getting bigger. They have their brewery now. Still need to make it out to Chicago at some point to drink beer from the source. But anyway, if you've had this one before, post in the comment section. What do you think about it? Like I said, 8% a little warming in the chest, but yeah, I'm going to drink the rest of that and enjoy every second. If you have cans of this and you are somebody who's like very sensitive to hot burn or chalkiness, give it a couple weeks. Like drink this at the 5-6 week mark, and I think that'll be gone and it'll turn more into what you probably want from it. I just hope when that happens, the balance isn't skewed and it's a little bit sweeter, because that would turn me off slightly, maybe even a little bit more, maybe moderately. But right where it is now, I like it, but I could do without that like chalky kind of astringency, but it's still a delicious beer. And yeah, anyway, I'm going to shut this one down. Appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. To the next one. Cheers.